Hi all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Rae Dunn Halloween fall for you all haul. Most of the items today are mugs and some of the harder to find pieces for the fall time right now. That said, I want to preface this and explain that I've never actually gone to an open in my area, or anywhere else for that matter. I kind of shy away from those. Most of what I find is either maybe about an hour or so after open, sometimes even later in the afternoon, and sometimes even later in the evening after dinner. It depends on what time of the day I can get out and about. But that said, I have found quite a few items locally to me. Some of my stores are pretty much right in my own neighborhood, but I've also gone to a couple of different stores, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods that are in the next town over, or even 2 or 3 towns over. That said, I have only just traded my first item, and I don't even have it in this haul, so I'm not going to touch upon that just yet, but most of what I found is on me. Everything you see in this video was actually found by me, not traded, not bought off Akari or any of the upsellers. Like I said, I recently decided with like 1 or 2 of the harder to find items, if I found more than one, I decided to buy an extra just for the sake of trading. I am not an upseller, just to maybe get something else that I'm having trouble finding. But let's get into this haul because I do have quite a few items. And actually, before I do that, I just want to say a side note that I'm actually in a different room. I'm back in the living room area of my home doing this haul because I felt that the lighting in my dining room, it's kind of bright in there, and I felt sometimes it was harder to read the sayings on the mugs and the items that I'm sharing. So I hope this works out better. Now, without further ado, let's get into the items that I recently found in my shopping trips. Let's take a look. The first one that I found another orange, inside orange mug for Halloween. I found Boo with the exclamation mark, and this was from TJ Maxx for $5.99. I just thought it was so cute. I have not seen the other one without this exclamation mark, but I do have, and I found on another trip to another TJ Maxx, I found the other blue, the other Boo, the black and the white Boo. And I couldn't resist. I know I have this one, but now I have them both, and I just think they're so cute. This is just black inside, and again, this was also from TJ Maxx and was $5.99. So now I have both Boos, and I'm happy. I don't need the other white and orange Boo mug without the exclamation mark. That said, I was also looking for, I don't know if you remember, and I'll link it above, my last video, I had found Magical, and everyone knows, judging by my background, how much I am into Disney. I was looking for the actual Hocus Pocus mug. Well, I found it. Except I was looking for the purple, and I found the orange. But I'll be honest with you, I am so happy, and I'm not even looking for the purple anymore. I'm happy with the orange, and just that I have Hocus Pocus now, I'm ecstatic. This one I found from Marshalls, and actually $5.99. And a funny story about this mug. I walked in, and this is one of those days where it was late afternoon, and I just had a hunch that maybe I'd find something, or maybe I was just hopeful. And I'm walking around, and I actually first found I'm gonna put this down. The first mug I found when I walked into the store was, and I have this mug in the white and the orange, but now I found the Happy Halloween in orange and black. And again, Marshall's, $5.99. So I'm walking to Marshall's, and this mug was sitting, I don't know, a few of them, not just one, was sitting right on the shelf as you walked in. And I grabbed it, even though I have the other one. I'm like, you know what? I didn't buy two of the white and the orange, and I thought I could display the white and the orange with the Happy and this one to say Halloween when I display them. So I'll have Happy Halloween. But I kept walking around, and in the back of my Marshalls, there on a shelf all by itself was again Hocus Pocus. So these two mugs I got on the same trip, but this there was only one of, and it was hidden. So leads me to believe that those were put out maybe a little while before it. Someone actually just left it hidden in a spot. That said, everyone knows that I really do like the orange and the black mugs. And I already have Basic Witch, and I have Witch, and now I have Happy Halloween. I have quite a few of these mugs. I think I have Zombie as well. Oh, and Momster and Cool Friend. But I was still looking for one of the other mugs, and the mug I was looking for was Cheers Witches. And this mug I found, you can see it, at TJ Maxx for $5.99. So this was a recent morning. I went into my TJ Maxx, and again, it wasn't at open. It was probably around 11 o'clock. And sitting on the shelf with their Rae Dunn display was 4 of these mugs. I grabbed only one. I only needed one. I was so happy to just grab it and get it, and paid for it, and out I went. But now I have pretty much all of the black and orange mugs that I wanted, and I'm just happy. Next up, I was in Marshall's another day, and again, late afternoon, just happened to walk in, and on that same shelf that I found the Happy Halloween mug, I found on that shelf displayed. And again, these were something that I wasn't sure I wanted, but I actually really would like this item in a canister, and I cannot seem to find it. So at this point, I'm just happy to have it in a different form. Well, I found the black and white, and this is a medium-sized pumpkin, and it says spooky. It's so cute. I've seen so many of the other pumpkins. I have not gotten them. I don't want them, and I think I'm okay without them. But this pumpkin, I just could not resist. So, like I said, the front says spooky, and I've spun it around. You can see the back doesn't say anything. And again, this was from Marshall's, and it was, you can see it, it was $12.99. Again, I'm just happy that I found that. Even if I don't have a canister, I am happy with this pumpkin that says spooky. It's adorable. Just hang on one second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's still summer vacation technically here as I'm taping this. And one of my kids decided to get an ice pop, and that was the crinkling noise you heard in the background. But now I'm back, and hopefully no more interruptions. I only have a couple of more items. So, During one of my trips to TJ Maxx later in the day, I saw these items, and they're not mugs, but they're travel tumblers. And I left them behind. And I kept thinking to myself, you know, I don't need them. I don't travel. I work from home. I talked myself out of them. And then after I got home, I was kind of on the fence that I did that. And then I'm seeing them online and people selling them for a lot more than the going rate, and even trading and all of that. So I thought, you know what, if I ever see these again, maybe I'll grab one. So it was a Sunday, and on one of my local boards, one of the women posted that she saw one of these mugs and they were just out in the wild, and it ended up being my local Marshall's right down the road. So I couldn't resist. I went, and it was, lo and behold, it was still there, and I grabbed it. It is the Fall Y'all, and it's the tumbler. I think it's so cute, and I just love the saying, and to be honest, I think this could be used starting pretty much now, probably through Thanksgiving time. It's adorable. And I don't know if you could see on the label, but it keeps drinks cold for 24 hours and hot for 12. So I think that's awesome. And I did, like I said, get it from Marshall's, and it was $12.99. So then I grabbed this, and I go on that day, and in the very next store I went to was TJ Maxx, and I got the Fall Y'all, and then on the shelf at TJ Maxx when I walked in, right by the register, was this guy. And I don't know why, but I only needed one, but I just couldn't leave Trick or Treat behind. And I thought, it's too cute. How could I leave that behind? So guess what? I grabbed it. And yet another tumbler, same concept. But again, this one, TJ Maxx for $12.99. And then, as luck would have it, I left and I got those two. And I went on, same day, and different Marshalls, and then I found one more tumbler. I know there's 4 of them. I'm done because now I have 3, but here's the last one. And it says pumpkin spice. And everybody here knows how much I've been dying for the pumpkin spice mug. And I didn't have that mug. So I'm thinking, how can I leave that behind? Because the original time that I found the other tumblers, I did not see pumpkin spice. I only saw the other 2 and I left them. So long story short, I grabbed this one too. And again, Marshall's, $12.99. So now I have 3 tumblers. Do I need 3 tumblers? Probably not. But I just couldn't pass them up. Like I said, there's lots that I can pass up, but for some reason, I couldn't pass the tumblers up. So then, like I said, I finally have my pumpkin spice. And I'm in TJ Maxx another day. And in the back of the store, I see it. I see on the cart in the back, they have the tank all the way in the back in the stock room, but there's a little window and you can see through. And I see the pumpkin spice mug. And I'm like, well, even though I have the tumbler, that's the mug. That was the mug I wanted. I have been dying for this mug. I walked around the store a couple of times, nothing, they weren't putting it out. I'm not gonna lie, I went home and I'm like, will I ever see it again? And I'm thinking, you just have to go back. So that was probably around 4:30 in the afternoon, and I didn't get back that night. But the next day around probably 10:30, 11, I took a shot and I went in and they had just put them out. These, and I grabbed, here it is, pumpkin spice, and it has the heart on the back and the orange inside. So I grabbed, and now I have pumpkin spice, and I couldn't be happier. This was my unicorn of unicorns, so yes, it is home and with me, so I am so thrilled about that. So I got all of this, and yet I'm still searching, and I'm still looking. Even though that was my unicorn, I'm still looking for maybe a birdhouse, maybe canisters, and no, I haven't found any of that yet. But one of the other items in mugs that is also a unicorn of sorts that I had seen, and I wanted a couple of fall mugs because I have a lot of Halloween right now. So I walk in, again, my local Marshalls, which seems crazy, but it's 5 minutes down the road. I walk in another morning, again, but it was maybe a little before noon, and this was obviously just put out because I saw 4 of them, and they usually come in 4s. Spiced cider, and it's red. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a maroon red inside. And again, Marshalls. See if that'll focus. It's Marshalls. There you go, $5.99. And between these 2 mugs, I seriously felt like I hit the jackpot for fall. I would still love to get apple cider, and I would still also love to get sweater weather. That was from Canada, and I think it's actually now been released in the States, but if I found those, I wouldn't pass them up. I also had an extra toxic mug, and I actually traded that for another fall mug, so you'll probably see that in another haul. But I have one last item, and it's something I didn't think I wanted when I first saw it, and everybody was going crazy over it, and it is definitely on many people's lists and unicorns. I've seen many people looking for this, but I walked in, and this was Home Goods, probably, I want to say about 20 minutes east of me. This is not my local Home Goods, but sometimes I will try it. Just like I said, I will go to different stores outside of my neighborhood. And I walked in, and it was maybe around 1:30 in the afternoon, and I'm walking around, and all of a sudden I see a tank just sitting idle, nobody near it, and there were I think 5 or 6 of these on the tank, but there was more than one, quite a few of them. And again, nobody was there manning this tank. Nobody was emptying it. It was just sitting there with other stuff on it, but clearly, like I said, I think about 5 or 6 of these. And here it is. That's right, the honey pot that everybody seems to be looking for. I know a lot of people are not loving this little bee on top, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I actually really like that. I think it's adorable. And I don't know, just very cute. And I think it's gonna definitely go in with my fall displays now. It's too cute not to. But again, this was Home Goods. And I don't know if you can see the price. See if I can focus it. There we go. And it was $9.99. Like I said, I didn't think I wanted this, but then when I saw it, I just could not pass it up. So I have honey pot. And that's it, actually. That's my haul. I'm still searching, like I said, I'm still searching for some canisters. I really would like the black canisters with the white writing on them for Halloween. I'm specifically looking for Trick or Treat, maybe Happy Halloween, and also birdhouses. I would really love the haunted birdhouse. Maybe a thankful, maybe a blessed, or even, I can't even think straight, gobble. That's the new one. But if I got any of those, I'd be ecstatic. But, you know, it is what it is. There's just so much luck that anyone can have. But I am really enjoying these pieces. I am going to be decorating now because my kids are definitely going back to school, and it is pretty much heading into fall. So hopefully soon I will definitely be sharing some of my decorating. And if I do find anything else for the fall, I will share it here as well. But until then, I just want to thank you all for watching. If you are a subscriber, again, a huge thank you for subscribing and sticking with me and supporting my channel. If you're not, please hit that subscribe button below. Also, please give me the thumbs up if you like this video. And I think that's it for now. Actually, if you're a collector, please let me know down below what you've been looking for, what you found, because I really do like hearing what as well in your local areas. But now I think that's all I have for you. I wish you a magical day, and bye for now.